Hey guys, so I'm hitting the club tonight. The club, hitting the club. And I wanted to show you how I get ready, hair and makeup. So I'm going to do like a little chatty, get ready with me style piece, yes queen. And show you how I do my face using all of my favourite products. If you notice I'm a bit lispy, I'm on my last set of Invisalign, so I'm trying to leave them in as much as possible. So I'm going to wear them while I film. Usually I take them out, so. Starting out with a clean face, when I'm going out, like I don't want to put loads of moisturiser on my skin, because if you put loads of moisturiser on your skin, then the risk is that your makeup is just going to go. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to be using the Glow Formula Skin Hydrator from Kiehl's. The reason I'm using this as opposed to like a typical moisturiser is because it's not going to add a lot to my skin, and it, as you can see there, kind of has a bit of a peachy tone, so it's really good to hydrate the skin without being too heavy. So I'm going to work that into my skin. See how red my skin goes when I rub it? It's so annoying. But anyway, so I'm just going to leave that do its thing while I do my brows. I just kind of leave that there because I wanted to sink into the skin. I wanted to do what it's going to do, give me glow. I'm going to do my brows and then I'm going to come back to it. I wish you could feel the heat that is like on my back at the moment. I film, like my backdrop is a blind. It's like my window, and the heat coming in off the window is unbelievable. So I'm just going in first with my Benefit 24-hour brow setter brow gel. I actually need one of these because it's like running out. I'm going to take my Precisely My Brow Pencil. This one is in shade number 6. I'm going to go for a deeper shade tonight because I do want to go a bit darker because it's the CLURRRRB, you know? So I am going a bit darker with the brows. So I just run that kind of underneath the brow. Down. Really strong brow. I'm actually going to fill it in. So I'm just going to kind of colour it in. Usually I do like little hair strokes, but girl, I want a brow today, if you know what I'm saying. And then again, as I said, I want it quite strong, so I'm going to go in with this. This is from a brand called $1 Billion Brows, and it is their brow butter in the shade Taupe. And I'm just going to go over my brow with that, just to really intensify it. I'm just using an angled brush. I'm just going to kind of push it up through my brow and out. Just brush it through again because, as I said, I don't want it to be really blocky. I'm going to clean up the brow now with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. We are by no means finished the brows, but this is kind of where I like to get them before I do my eyeshadow, and then I come back and I do the Brow Density Powder by Lancome and a little bit of a brow gel, but I just like to kind of map them out first. So I'm going to be using this as a primer for my eye. Just getting rid of any texture or veins or anything like that. So I'm just going to tap that on. You only need like the tiniest amount of this, which is great. I'm really interested in trying the P. Louise base. Apparently it's incredible. I don't want to talk about, like, I don't think I've ever done like one of these really chatty like get ready with me videos before, but I suppose like, ooh, I've just been so busy lately with work. I find it very hard to like commit to doing social media stuff because my job, if you are not aware, I work for a magazine. I work for 2 magazines actually, and I do run their social media accounts. So I kind of get home and like I'm a little bit jaded from social media. So sometimes I find it a bit hard to, you know, really commit, but I'm trying my best, I promise. Social media world like these days though is like crazy because like it's so competitive. And I don't necessarily mean that like people are competitive, but like you're constantly being kind of pushed against like the hottest person or the newest person or, you know, anything like that. So sometimes it can be kind of hard because like you have to put yourself kind of in another category. Like you might be like really good looking, but you may not be like Instagram good looking, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Without being like So for some reason this concealer is not sticking to my eye the way it would on this side. So the palette I'm going in with today is the Manny MUA. This is the Lunar Beauty by Manny MUA Life's a Drag palette. Now I'm going in with more like these shades today. These shades will be a little bit left behind today. I just want to go for like a really glam smoky look. So I'm going in with kind of this side of the palette today. If you want to see how I use this side of the palette, check out my Instagram. So the first shade I'm going to go in with is Sickening, and that is like this shade here. So it's a really nice kind of transition shade, and I'm just going to use that as exactly that. So I'm just going to pop that into my crease and start blending it upwards. As you can see, that's already starting to give me some definition, which we like. Now I'm just going to go right on in with a smaller brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Mug, which is this shade here, which is just kind of a step up, and it's more of like a neutrally brown. As you can see, I barely even touched my eye there, and like the pigment that comes off is amazing. So I want to keep this mainly on the outer portion of my eye. I'm just going to go back in with Sickening a little bit and just make sure that the edges are nice and soft on both eyes. Really start to blend that out. I'm going to take a little bit of Cake Face mixed with Snatch. I'm going to take a little tiny bit of Cake Face mixed with Snatched. I don't want the red to be super strong, but I just want to bring a little bit of it just kind of above where we're blending. See what I mean? Just to warm that up a little bit. And just going back in with that blending brush, just blend it out. Yeah, I feel like that brings a nice kind of tone to it. I'm going to take Trade, which is like a deep kind of shade, this one here, and I'm just going to pop that right in the outer portion of my eye. Taking a little blending brush, then I'm just going to blend it out. This blending brush is pink from the last time I used this palette. Again with Shady, which is like such a good black. I love that. I appreciate a good black. We stan a good black. This is the sign of like a good smoky eye. Now comes the time to completely ruin the eyeshadow, because this is when it can all go down. The shit can hit the fan right now. Little brush here and some concealer, and I'm going to cut the crease. Pray for me. So I'm just going to start here. So what you need to do is look forward to see if you need to take it any higher. In this case I do. Take it a little bit higher so that it will breathe, and then I can clean it up. Okay, and while it's still wet, I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is called Beat, and this shade is so stunning. I'm obsessed with Beat. So I'm just going to pop it on. Oh! So pretty! Just pop that on there. Over. And then just kind of take it and pull it back a little tiny bit. A little bit of Legendary as well. Pop that Legendary right there on the center. Again, just blend everything out so nothing is harsh. Pop on a bit of glitter. I'm actually going to use ABBA, which is this one here. So I'm just going to focus that glitter kind of just on the top edge of the eye. Just bring it back a little bit. Just popping that on there. Just easing it back there onto the eye. So that's a nice little touch to the eye. So So before I finish the eye, I'm just going to go in and finish off my face. I'm going to go with my fave foundation, which is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and it is divine. I adore this stuff. The coverage on this is insane. The finish is insane. I actually put way too much of it on, but we're going to buff it in. Don't forget your ears. I'm using a mix of the Instant Eye Eraser Brightener from Maybelline. So I'm going to use that to brighten under my eyes. It's like a pinky tone. Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade C5 to conceal and kind of brighten a little bit. Oh, I think this one's too dark, but... So I'm just mixing in a bit of a lighter concealer because I went a bit too dark with my concealer there. And I'm just going to go in with this little sponge here from Fenty. Just get that on. I like this sponge because the edge is like straight at the top so you can get right in. And then to contour, I'm going in with my Hollywood Contour Wand by Charlotte Tilbury. And I just really like this because it's actually a really neutral tone. It's quite grey. Whoop. Just 2 dots here, 1 dot here. For my nose, I think the applicator is a little bit too big. So I'm just going to take it on a little brush. Set like the under eyes and things like that, I'm going to go in with this. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder, and it's just such a smooth powder. I'm just going to kind of pat that under the eyes, kind of everywhere that needs setting, so around the center of the face. And then I'm going to take my Coty Airspun powder and I'm going to bake my face. This is incredible. Orla got me this from America, my friend Orla McConnon, the Oracle. And I'm just going to take that kind of underneath here and taper it down. I like my contours to run kind of like downwards. So that's why I'm doing that. Just bringing that down onto the face. And then I'm going to do a little bit right under my eye because I want that to last all night and I don't want it to bud. Yash. By Benefit, this is their blusher. So I'm going to go in with the Pixie Glow Mist again. I'm just going to give it a shake. And pretty liberal with that, and then just fan it off. I'm going to go in with Beat from the Life's a Drag palette, and I think this should be made into a full highlighter because just wait for it. Like, look how beautiful that is. Like, that is so stunning as a highlighter. Whoo, whoo. I'm obsessed. Petition to make this a highlighter, Manny, please. Lashes that I pretty much always use are the Huda Beauty Samantha lashes. They're my fave. This shade called McCall from Maybelline. It's a Mahogany by MAC. Blankety by MAC. And I just swipe that on, and then I'm going to go in with Penelope Pink by Charlotte Tilbury. Finally, I'm going to go in with Peach Please from Jordana Tika. So yeah, that's my look for the night. I just popped in some clip-ins there for a bit of volume and went over it with the InStyler, so there was a bit of body to my hair. Didn't want anything too crazy. I'm going to get dressed now and I'm going to have a good night. So I hope you really enjoyed that video, a little get ready with me. We'll forget that we have leaks, but we'll live. And I'll see you all very soon.